Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory.
So let's just say that I make my own simulation.
GOAD podcast. Here we go. We're GOAD back in the dungeon.
GOAD back in the GOAD dungeon here with you all. Hopefully you're all watching, because if you're not, you're going to die in 7 days.
Countdown. It's countdown to extinction.
7 days.
Nobody knows what song that is, huh?
It's not even a song.
Countdown from extinction?
Oh, that one. Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking
Countdown
about that.
to extinction? Name that band, can you?
No, I can't.
No, you can't. Nope. Hey, if you're watching, anybody watching now or later, go ahead and put the band name in the box.
Yes.
Does Countdown to Extinction. Don't use Google. If you don't know it, you're a loser. So
you're calling me a loser?
I mean, if the hat fits.
Wow. That's messed up. I'm trying to get this on a watch party, but it's not letting me for some odd reason.
What's a watch? No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
I'm not going to do that again. I don't know if you guys remember last year when I had issues with watch parties and all that young whippersnapper stuff.
It ain't working right now. I'll just go on our page.
Connecting the digitals to the algorithmics.
To the shindig?
To the shindig.
So how was your week this week?
It's a bust, bro. It's a bust.
A bust? What happened?
No, it's okay. It's all right, man. We're just trying to get through this slow season. And trying to get through the slow season, keeping everybody working, paying bills. So...
I mean, it's important.
Yeah, it is important, and it's hard to do because it's slow season, right?
Yeah, winter's not good for you.
Not good for me.
What about for the rodents?
Well, there's so little money in rodents. We have the talent pool that we have working for us are great at termites, but they're not great at rodents, so we haven't been doing much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't advertise any rodents.
It's been busy at work, dude. My boss has been on vacation for this past week and a half, and it's just been really busy at work. Because I'm the only one in the warehouse.
You're the only one there.
So I'm like,
of course it's busy.
I'm pushing out orders.
Yeah.
Receiving all kinds of stuff, and it's like, man, my back hurts.
When you're the only one doing it, man, that's a tough go.
Yeah, it's a good job though.
This is a special edition of GOAD Podcast.
Special edition.
And we pause for a while for the echo. Special edition. The inauguration edition.
Ooh. Yeah. Do you know how to inaugurate?
There's like 6 people who voted for Joe Biden, and he's going to become president. El Presidente. I like my presidents, El Presidente.
I still respect the office, though.
Yeah, I do. I mean, my respect for the office is waning.
Yeah. Along with
the rest of the government.
Along with America.
Not America. See, that's it's like I was walking with Carly the other night. Carly's my wife. Hey, babe.
Wow, you were actually walking with her?
Yeah, I walked with her. And
did you do your little rubber band exercise?
No, but that's a good one. I got to try to do those a couple days a week.
Oh, sweet.
But I was telling her, people have this, everybody hates on California. Oh, I'm getting out of California. I hate California. You can't hate a state.
Hate a state.
Waterfalls, oceans, theme parks, sunny days all year long. You can't hate California, but you can have a very strong disagreement about how it's being run.
Right.
And that's what people hate. And so here we are. We're in, California, beautiful, sunny. I'd hate to ever leave, although I probably will someday. And the state of the government, pun intended, is it's a mess. These people are a mess. It's beyond corrupt.
Way mess, yeah.
It's beyond corrupt on both sides. The conservative Republican types are whooped. The Democratic liberal people are bullies. Everybody's just hating on everybody.
Right.
And the only thing that it's revealing is how corrupt the entire government is. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's way ridiculous.
There used to be a respect for the office of president when they at least pretended not to be corrupt. Right?
Right.
Well, they don't pretend anymore. So now it's like, well, if you're not going to pretend not to be corrupt, then I'm not going to pretend like I respect the office.
And you know what? It's like, so we knew that the government was corrupt. I didn't know how corrupt it was. Right? I used to hate politics because of the corruption. You know, I was always anti-political and all these other things. But coming into it, you know, got married. My wife loves, you know, presidency and all that. But now it's kind of going down. Right?
Yeah, right.
But once I got married, I used to hate it, but then I started loving it, and now I'm starting to hate it again because I never knew how corrupt it was. I didn't know what a rhino was, right? I didn't know what draining the swamp meant.
You guys say what a rhino is for those people that maybe don't know.
Republican in name only.
Oh, yeah.
So you got rhinos out there. You got, you know, the swamp that is there. It's like I never knew how corrupt it was. And then now, you know, what's his name? Hunter Biden and Epstein and dude, like
layers and layers of corruption. And you talk about the Epstein guy who, you know, Bill Clinton flew with over 30 times to his little island, and
so
he did different
his
things.
Wife.
They did a bunch of different things. Hillary Clinton never got indicted for the criminal charges for the organization, for her charity organization.
Oh, the Clinton Foundation.
She never got popped for the servers being located in some bathroom diner and
crushed with a hammer,
whatever. She never got popped for that. She never got popped for having a separate phone. Bill Clinton never. I mean, look, and then, I mean, the last actual presidential guy was what, Barack Obama, and he dropped bombs on people in the Middle East all the time, and nobody gave a rip.
Yeah, nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
And then the whole time he's got his he's pushing Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. The whole time he's doing that, the Republican Senate is like, we're going to overturn it. We've put different plans in place. We've submitted different plans, and they keep getting rejected, and blah, 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 blah. And then when we had the Senate and the House and the executive branch, and we had an opportunity to overturn it like they said they wanted,
right?
They bailed. And it was that moment where I thought, I see you, and you don't think anybody's going to remember this, but I'm going to remember this.
Yeah, the Clinton Foundation are a bunch of crooks. And then, you know, through this whole time, you're talking about Barack. Now we got President Trump, who's not going to be president tomorrow anymore.
No.
It's like all 4 of the years that he served as president, all they wanted to do was just get rid of him the whole time. He was exposing so much, and they hated it. He was firing people. He's just exposing so much. And, I mean, just imagine if you get exposed for something. Would you like it? Of course not. But at the same time, it's like these people are corrupt, and you have to expose these things. And once, you know, that's how corrupt it is. Hunter Biden gone. Like, you know, you're not going to hear anything about him anymore.
Nope.
You're not going to hear anything about that. You're not going to hear about the computer servers. You're not going to hear about all kinds. Everything is just going to disappear.
It's all going to disappear
Because now they own the House, the Senate, and the presidency, the executive.
And don't forget, they own the big tech companies.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
And dude, now you have what you were just saying, you know, the servers, Barack Obama bombing on the Middle East and all that. And then you have my president that, you know, built the wall. I don't know what's going to happen with the wall anymore. I heard that, what's his face? Sleepy Joe wants to tear it down the same way it was brought up.
Sure. He's going to reverse everything that Trump did in the last 4 years.
Yeah. Everything
like
on
Trump,
his first day.
It's going to be like Trump never existed, for sure.
It's horrible. That's so sad.
There's already a gang of immigrants marching toward the border
From
because
Honduras?
Yeah, from Honduras, Guatemala.
Valence,
And it's like-
Venezuela.
Look, I get it, man. It's great here. I get it. In fact, I'll tell you, I'm trying to figure out a way to make a profit from this whole corrupt government thing, and I think I have a way. I'm not going to tell you here because it's great.
Really?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I want in, dude. If we're gonna, so
What are you gonna do? Run for city council or something like that as a Democrat?
no, I'm not
That's the
gonna.
only way you're gonna get money.
Do you ever run? You know, the best thing about running for city council is if I get in, I get to go down to TK Burgers and get upset at them when they tell me to put a mask on. Oh,
I love TKs, by the way.
Too soon, though? Who did that? Do you know who did that just recently? Tito
No.
Ortiz. Our boy,
Oh, he did?
Our boy, our boy Tito Ortiz goes down to TK Burger, will not put a mask on, and when they asked him to, he flipped out.
Oh my gosh.
And then,
he rates.
look, I don't really care, man. He's in the city council now. He's good for
Yeah.
him. He's got a career going, right? I like Tito.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. He's a good dude. I don't care that he flipped out. I don't care that he doesn't want to wear a mask. I don't care. I think it's
Neither do I.
all these people are, but it's if you have the executive for 4 years, they did nothing but lie about this guy, right? About Trump, about Russia. Did nothing but lie. When the truth came out that it was a lie, it just fell off the planet. Like it didn't even happen. Like they didn't just make our lives miserable for 3 years trying to impeach this guy on Russia.
And then, what happened? They said that he was in cahoots with China.
Yeah. Then when that failed, they said he's in cahoots with China.
And then Ukraine.
Yeah, and who's actually in cahoots with China and Ukraine?
Oh, man.
Hunter. What up, Hunter?
But you're not going to see that anymore. I just already told you
No,
that.
dude,
It's going to go
gone,
away.
dude.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's never going to... Yeah, you have a corrupt president who's going to die in 6
months. Easy.
And then
He's
you're going
gone.
to have Kamala Harris that is going to be president after that.
Heck yeah, man. Look, she's going in too.
And then And then the House Speaker would be
Nancy Pelosi. I mean,
VP?
I think she's been dead for 10 years already. They're just propping her up. Somebody's got a hand up her butt,
They give
moving her mouth.
like a Muppet.
Yeah, she's a Muppet.
A Muppet.
No, she's not a Muppet. She is definitely her own woman. She's a strong woman. And whatever you believe about Nancy Pelosi, believe that she's a absolute monster. I mean, not like she's a
Beast.
She's a beast.
Yeah, of course.
In the most impressive of ways, she is a beast.
Yeah, definitely.
She don't take crap. So, if you have the presidency, the executive branch in the House, and you have big tech on your side, dude, I guarantee you, dude, there's no conservative anywhere that you want to know why they lay over and they lay down. It's because there's blackmail afoot.
Yeah.
Because Google turned over their internet browsing histories, turned over their cell phone records, turned over everything. Now you got guys, I don't know about individuals, but let's say Ted Cruz, because that's a famous name. If Ted Cruz has any skeletons in his closet, the Democrats know about it.
Oh yeah, they know about it. Yeah, for sure.
And it's just about how much leverage do you need to put on Ted before he'll just submit.
I don't think he would.
But that's what all the other guys are doing.
I think Ted is strong enough to say no.
Ted might be, but it depends. What's the dirt?
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't have. That is the statement when you talk about the pastors be above reproach.
Yes.
It doesn't mean to be sinless. It means that nobody can have anything against you.
Right. I know that. Yeah.
Right?
Nobody could point their fingers at you.
Nobody can point your fingers at you. And so you got dirt. You got a bunch of dirt.
Dirt.
Straight dirty. These people are straight dirty.
Yeah. Straight up dirt bags.
I mean, who Ted Kennedy, who allowed that lady to die in that car while it was underwater. I forget her name. And he didn't get arrested. He didn't get taken out. He didn't get anything.
And then you have President Trump, who didn't even incite violence, got indicted again or impeached again.
With 7 days left.
It means the same thing. But yeah, they're still trying to get him out.
Dude,
with 7 days.
It's so petty.
You know why? It's because he's going to release all kinds of documents on people.
You know why? It's because the liberals are
Crybabies.
are petty,
Oh yeah, that too.
vindictive individuals, and then they come at you with the full force, with all the hostility, and then because none of it's covered, when somebody, a group of people do something stupid at the Capitol, all of a sudden, it's war. Look at this.
I know. And then now they have everything barricaded.
It's so dumb. We
like-
see what you're doing.
Yeah, we do see what you're doing. You're trying to make people wait upon the government to help them and to support them. I want to support and help myself. You know, like my money does not need to go to Planned Parenthood.
Nope.
My money does not need to go to illegal immigrants either.
No,
I
not
work
really.
hard for that money.
Look,
And
why am I'm paying almost $2,000 a month for my health care.
yeah, and they're getting it for free
They get it for free.
because of you
Yeah.
and me. That's not fair.
How is that fair? You want equality. We're always talking about equality. We want equality. We need equality. You're like, what about my equality?
Yeah, you're always talking about, well, the American people. Well, you're not talking about me. You're calling me not American?
I bust my butt, dude, to provide jobs for people, to work, provide a good service.
Yeah, I was born here, and they're
I'm
getting better care than
I'm
I
getting
am.
mugged.
Yeah, robbed. Not just one hand in my pocket, two.
But that's the government, and I'm going to be obedient to the government because I love Jesus, and that's what Jesus says to do, be obedient to the government. He was obedient to his government, and I'm going to be obedient to mine.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm not going to like it.
Right. I don't have to like it.
You
And
know?
you know what? It's stupid because now it's like Biden is always saying that he's not going to raise taxes.
Oh,
But what he is going to do is he's going to repeal all of the Trump tax cuts, which then is going to cause us more taxes.
for sure. And they're going to print a shoot ton of money, dude.
Yeah.
And that may not raise your taxes, but it's going to inflate the dollar.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
It's going to cost a barrel of wheat for a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Or whatever that, the Revelation, the Revelation
No,
thing.
that's basically what it says.
Yeah.
A barrel of barley for a day's wage or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
dude,
you know what? Yeah.
If you're in New York, you would say it would be a week's wage for a slice.
Oh.
Do you know, like in New York? I just want a slice.
I
Yo,
just want a
let's-
slice.
Let's go down and get a slice.
a slice.
Yeah, that's a week's wages.
Wow. I mean,
yeah,
they're pumping out money right now because of they're going to be sending money
Stimulus.
to the stimulus. They're going to be sending money to what gender studies and
Dude, that sucker was-
Come on, I mean,
6,000.
you don't know what you are, really? You need to study what you are, boy or girl. That's
I need
insane.
to study. I need to study on what scale I'm. Because gender's a scale. It's not just boy and girl, dude. It's there's a scale, and we need, and that's the brilliance, dude. That's what I absolutely love about the liberals is that they see a disaster coming, and 6,000 pages in that stimulus bill.
Yeah, I know.
6,000.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
yeah.
You know it's full of pork. That sucker's so full of just special interest money being handed out hand over fist.
Why do all these other countries need our money? I don't get it.
Why are countries that we are supporting sending their people over here to cross our border
And still giving them money.
and still giving them money?
Oh man, why? And then, yeah, never
Because
mind.
money grows on bros.
Well,
Trees, bro.
trees. Well, actually, it's like cotton, fiber, like all kinds of
Dude, money grows
different
on
things.
it. And you know what you are. You're a tree. You're a money tree.
You're a money tree.
I am a money tree.
I'm. They're just keeping me to harvest my
Dude,
money.
That's exactly what they're doing, man.
Yeah, I know.
We have foiled the plan. You want to know there's a such thing as money trees. Us too.
They're just harvesting our money.
You're like in the Matrix. You're being not used as a battery. You're being used for your money,
Oh yeah.
so that Nancy Pelosi can fly in private jets and eat caviar and drink fine wines on our dollar. And then have the audacity to say to a general who's calling her ma'am and being completely polite, call me senator. I think I've earned it. You earned it. You work for us.
Yeah.
You work for us. Mr. President works for us. And then the Mr. President, who works for us, gets a little bit of the Middle East squared away, signs up some peace treaties in the Middle East, makes America gas independent, right?
Put the embassy in Israel.
Put the embassy in Israel, peace in the Middle East, independent energy for us. We're not beholden to anybody. Starting to make progress with China, and this is how you reward them. You basically get rid of them. Okay, fine,
Yeah.
you get rid of them.
You're taking an eraser. It's cancel culture. That's what they're doing.
That's what it is.
They're just saying, you know what? Nope. Everything's gone. Everything that he did for the past 4 years, nothing happened. Just erase it from your mind.
Yep.
COVID messed you up. You have a bad memory now because COVID screwed up your brain cells. I don't know.
Something happened, because they're gonna
pump more stuff in the air to make us start thinking differently.
They're gonna put it all backwards. That's another episode for sure.
Because
Contrails.
Disneyland puts off popcorn smell.
Yeah, scents, of course, dude. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Dude, they're brilliant. So you take the Disney and you just, if you can, because it's a full sensory experience at Disneyland.
Iowa said that Amazon, Google, and Disney are going to own the world. You going to fall?
No, they're going to own the world. They're going to own the world through the politicians.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know, they get whatever they want because, A, they can blackmail the crap out of anybody in government right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the people in government use them for data.
Data.
So there's a simpatico type of situation going on there that the conservatives don't have access to.
Man, that's the reason why they're scared.
Wait till you remember we talked about stacking the courts, right?
Yes.
Just wait. If you add DC as a state and Puerto Rico as a state,
they want to make them a state, right?
They do, yeah. Because then they get extra seats in the Senate.
Yep.
Right? So they'll own the Senate now for however long. They'll put another 100 people in the Supreme Court, all liberal bent. There ain't nothing getting passed that's not gender studies and killing babies.
No more reading out of Romans.
None of that. You thought everybody thought this is so funny, dude. I'm thinking about these guys a lot lately because James Dobson from Focus on the Family and his Family Talk, those guys years ago when gay marriage was up for debate, even before gay marriage, forget gay marriage, before that, there was a bunch of things happening, and they said, look, if you do this, it's going to lead to hate speech, and then what do you say is hate speech? Whatever you don't like.
Yeah.
And everybody thought they were crazy. Oh, you're crazy, James Dobson. Oh, you're crazy, Josh McDowell. You're crazy. Now look at them.
Yeah.
Now look at them.
That's crazy. Yep.
Now, if you say something they don't like, they just turn you off.
Yeah, it's cancel culture, bro. That's what you call cancel culture.
Yeah, that's not the freedom that
we're entitled to have.
That is the entitlement.
Yeah. Freedom.
As humans, we have inalienable rights.
So they're going to take away definitely the First Amendment. Or they're going to put so many restrictions on it.
Definitely the first. And I say
and definitely the second.
And I think all along the way for the First Amendment is the most important.
Yeah.
Because you have to have discourse. You have to be able to talk.
Right.
You're going to have all these, policed speech. Like they're going to read your text messages. They're going to listen to the phone and see if you say something they don't like.
Yeah.
That's George Orwell's, dude. 1984. What a great book. And if you watch the movie, you just see it's like it was so well done because it's got like this dark lens. It's all gray and blue. Uh-huh. It's a mess.
Yeah.
And you could see everybody's just kind of going to work and they're watching their the words they use, and they're careful not to say anything
Remember
wrong.
that movie Equilibrium?
I know the name. I don't quite remember
it's
the
with
plot.
what's his name? He used to be Christian Bale.
Was it Christian Bale?
It was Christian Bale, and this society or the world or whatever this place was, they used to have to take these pills so they can stop thinking for themselves.
Is that what that was? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah, they stop, and then he stops taking the pills, so then he starts thinking for himself, and then he's a really top, high trained, well trained guy in that system, and then all of a sudden he just stops. He realizes this stuff ain't right, and then boom, good movie.
Is it? I gotta watch it now.
Yeah,
because I don't think I've seen it.
Equilibrium.
Well,
But
that's
yeah, I mean, they're gonna either make us take the red or blue pill.
that's what they're aiming at.
They're gonna be, since socialism, everybody's gonna have to take these pills now.
Yeah. How do we get everybody in compliance?
Right. Exactly.
Do what we want you to do.
Yeah. I mean, they could brainwash us with our phones. They can make us think with their phones.
Well, one of the tactics they use now is violence, and it may not be physical violence, but it's definitely social violence, emotional violence.
Mm-hmm.
If politicians stand up to liberals in the House and the Senate and the executive branch now, they are going to be turned off, canceled, removed, and their whole lives are going to be turned upside down. And to a lot of people, they don't have the stomach for that.
Yeah, not even.
Do I work 30, 40 years to put in laws that are going to make people's lives better? Now all of a sudden you're going to erase me?
Yeah. That's horrible.
That's horrible. People don't have that kind of courage.
So then where do you go?
Dude, I don't even know, man.
You're going to be swimming with the fishes.
You're going to be swimming with the fishes, bro.
Pushing up daisies.
And I wouldn't even really care. Like, if I didn't have kids,
yeah,
I'd be like, screw it, man.
Right. But I have kids.
I know, but I have kids, right?
Yeah, that's horrible.
So what's it going to be?
And then you're going to do the same thing to them? Or you're going to try to brainwash them?
It's going to be worse, dude. They're already brainwashed.
I know they are through schools.
Dude, with
all that gender studies for kindergartners and having drag queens read gender studies to the little kids.
And how many 16-year-olds right now, if you're watching or you listen, you should subscribe, even though you hate our guts probably because your teacher told you to.
Yeah.
But it's like, how many of you want to vote for Bernie Sanders because you think socialism's the way to go?
Oh.
Right? And they'll fight for it, like 15, 16-year-olds. You're like, dude, you're not, just don't.
Don't even try.
I know, yeah. I'm the crotchety old man or whatever, but watch. There's something to be said for being able to look back on the last 30, 40 years of your life and remember stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And so you can go, that's where wisdom comes from. You'll see. You'll get it. You stuck up weird 16-year-olds that think that you should have Bernie Sanders and everything handed to you for free. Be careful what you get for free.
Right.
Because it ain't free.
Because it ain't free. It costs your freedom.
Yep. And as long as you want to be told what to do and told what job to have.
How much you can make.
What
you can eat. What you can watch.
Because after all, you can't make too much. Because if you made too much money, it wouldn't be fair.
Right. And then they would have to take it and then disperse it to everybody else.
We have to take it and disperse it to people who don't have. And on the way from your pocket, I take it from your pocket to distribute it to the lesser, the people who have less.
To be common with everybody else.
And from your pocket to their pocket, a little bit makes it into my pocket.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit makes it.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit makes it.
I wonder how much a little bit is.
Oh, it's a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit here, a little bit here.
Man. Dude, I want to do that.
I know. That's why people want to be in government.
I really don't. I was lying. That was a lie.
You straight up. If I weren't a believer, if I were a full-on atheist, monkey evolved heathen, I would want to be governor. Oh my gosh, dude! You know what I would do to a state? I would be the best governor.
No, you wouldn't.
I would get so rich.
I would. Oh well, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would get
best at being
so
rich, but not best at being the governor.
No, I would be the best governor because the best way for longevity of corruption is to be just nice enough to where they don't suspect anything. Devious, dude. You could be devious.
Well, I think that's what most politicians tried to do, but they can't.
They do like one for you,
Yeah.
two for me. One for you, 2 for me. So you think you're getting what you want. And then
Yeah.
they go, yep. Oh, you want a stimulus? Oh, yeah, because we shut down businesses, right? We shut down businesses. We put everybody in this weird livelihood where everybody's struggling for their livelihood. And then we said, oh, well, let's give you $600 a year ago. And now they're going to say, well, let's give you another $600. They give you $600 and they take $1 billion for themselves.
True, because when that second time that stimulus came for unemployment and everything, the state was for unemployment it was supposed to be 400, but they're only giving 300.
Right.
Because Newsom didn't want to put the 400 in. I mean, the extra 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's because it's in his pocket.
Because it's in his pocket.
Dude, you know why? You know, Gavin Newsom's got a contract deal with mask makers.
Well,
Mask makers in China. He makes money on the masks that are sold.
he also might get recalled.
Well, he might, but not before he's a billionaire on masks.
Oh, that's right.
You shut things down, make people wear masks everywhere. The masks wear out. You got to buy more masks.
That's crazy.
That guy's balling from mask money. Balling. That dude's a mask millionaire.
And that's what we're looking forward to after this inauguration. Pretty much.
Dude, after this inauguration.
Hopefully in 2 years we get the Senate back. But you know what? Honestly, I don't believe a Republican. I really hope a Republican can, or hopefully there's going to be a third party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so somebody could win, because I don't think a Republican will ever win again.
Our only hope, from my perspective, is that as the liberals, I should say liberals, because there's some decent. There's some.
You can say far left. You can say liberal. You can say progressive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's definitely some decent Democrats. So liberals,
There is, yeah.
right? So my only hope is that the liberals go so hard to the net to transform this society that everybody's outraged by it.
Well, I mean, I don't understand why people aren't, because what's his name? Krein Schumer. He already said, first we take Georgia and then we change America.
And then we change America.
I mean, why would you want to change it?
What's wrong with it?
It was great.
Dude, this is the biblical lesson. You know what the biblical lesson is in this?
No, I don't see anything there.
I'm going to say, here's the biblical lesson. So we're all up in arms about, like the some of those people groups back in the day were hostile.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have these big metal statues of their god, right, where they would set it on fire and they'd put babies in the arms, and they would Moloch. They would burn their babies. They would sacrifice their children and things to this image. These societies would massacre entitled tribes, just take them all out in the most ruthless of ways, skin them alive, do gross things. God says, hey, you guys got to go smoke all these people, right? And smoke them all. Don't leave any.
Not even the animals.
Don't leave any, not even the animals. And what does Israel do? They left some.
They ate some.
Yep. And then what happened? The people who they were supposed to get rid of infiltrated, got into the cracks, got into their lives again, and made it complicated.
That was Balaam, right?
Balaam.
Yeah.
And so it's like, the lesson is,
The
and I think
Moabite women.
and I think the liberals are getting this. Like at the Civil War, you had you had two sides in the Civil War, right?
There's usually, yeah.
Yep. Well, in ours, the red and the red and the gray or whatever it is.
Red.
It's late. I just know colors. Colors.
Red and gray,
colors.
or red and blue.
Yeah.
Colors.
So they had the Confederacy,
Colors.
right? People who wanted to keep slavery. Then you had the Lincoln Party that was just like, nah, let's put an end to this. The problem is the Confederates would surrender, and then they would let them live. The right thing to do 400 years ago is to not let any of them live.
Yeah.
Because then we wouldn't even be dealing with this right now. Nancy Pelosi, all you people out there, Confederates.
Yeah.
You're beholden to the Queen. for some reason you want to just rape and pillage for your tax dollars and take it for yourself. There it is.
And it's crazy because they're demolishing their own history.
But they don't care because they got nice houses in China overlooking a nice ocean or something.
And they're making the people crazy about it. They're saying, they're changing America.
They're changing America. They're bolstering their family for generations to come while taking our generations away. They only care about themselves. And the inauguration tomorrow, the guy's going to put his hand on the Bible, if they still use the Bible.
Abraham Lincoln's Bible, by the way.
Yeah. And they're going to do this oath where they solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution and blah, 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 whatever that means.
To them.
Yeah, to them. Oh, it's a living, breathing document. It's meant to be evolved. Blah, 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 blah. So it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
The inauguration means nothing. They should just slap Trump a high five, take the Oval Office and say, see you later.
They want to take him out by force.
Dude, they do.
They want to take
petty.
it. I mean, they tried impeaching him once. They tried to do it 7 days
so petty
left of his presidency, and they want to take him out with heavily guarded.
Dude, if he is smart, and he is, I hope he does a podcast. I hope he does a video. I hope he gets out in public.
I hope he starts the third party.
Because if he doesn't, they're gonna smoke him. Someday he's gonna have a stuffed ravioli, or he's gonna have a poisoned cheeseburger from McDonald's.
I forgot what happened, but he's not gonna have Secret Services for him anymore when he leaves the.
Yeah, they get it for life.
No, they're gonna take it away from him.
They can't take it away.
Yes.
Yes. Really?
Yes.
That's his right to have.
But not anymore.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Because he was indicted, or because he was
Oh, guess what though? He's a billionaire. He can afford his own security.
Yeah, he can, but still, people are going to start going after him.
Whatever.
I go, whatever. It's not a whatever thing. That's evil and corrupt.
No, it's totally evil and corrupt. Because they're hoping to leave him vulnerable so they can slip in a little Quaalude into his cheeseburger at McDonald's.
Yeah, Quaalude.
Whatever they kill people with.
Quaaludes are different than what you're... What is that?
Cyanide.
Yeah.
Cyanide.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Yeah, I got you a soda. I'll get you a soda.
Yeah. Fountain soda. Cherry Coke Zero.
Oh, now we're getting picky.
Yeah. Well, no, you owe me a soda.
It's like the homeless guy at the restaurant. He goes, hey man, you want something to eat? And he goes, yeah, hey man, can I get a double cheeseburger, extra mayonnaise, and some bacon, and then some? And I'm like, whoa. Number one or number two?
I learned my lesson on that one time. Yeah,
dude's giving me a list.
Yeah, dude was like fishing out on the floor. He goes, I haven't eaten in 40 days. I'm like, well, do you want some food? He goes, sure, thank you, right? And then he goes in. He goes, I want a salad, but I want double meat. I want the bread on the side, all kinds of stuff, dude. I'm just like, and then he didn't even say thank you.
Well, that's all right though.
It's very okay.
That's all right, because generosity. God tells you to be generous. He doesn't tell you. It's like, people go...
But he also tells us not to be a doormat.
Yeah, but...
He doesn't say it in those words, but...
He says love people. It's like, people go, oh, I don't give homeless people money because they're just going to use it on alcohol. I'm like, that's not... God doesn't tell me to make that judgment. He just tells me to be generous.
Right. Exactly.
So I give him a 5, dude. He wants to go get a couple 40s. That's on him. I don't care.
You can buy a couple 40s with $5.
Dude, if I lived on the street and I was dirty... Dude, and I can get, I get $5 and I got nothing to live for and I like beer. I would go get like a couple cheeseburgers from AM/PM or something, right? And
those burgers are expensive.
Dude, at like 9 o'clock in the morning, though, they're fresh. The cheese hadn't turned brown yet,
They do have a shelf life on them.
They do, man. Like an hour or something. You can... You kill one of those with a couple 40s, dude, the day is good.
With $5?
Yeah, right. Am I thinking in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. Wait until inflation takes over, dude. That little cheap meal there's going to be like a 40 spot.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be like $40 for a cheeseburger from AM/PM.
People think I'm crazy when I say that milk's going to be $10 a gallon soon.
Oh, even eggs. Eggs are going to go up.
Oh yeah, eggs are going to everything's going up.
Oh, the farming chicken.
Everything's going up, dude.
Everything's going up.
I was talking to Carly the other day. Obviously.
You were? Wow.
Because
You
she's my
talked-
wife.
you talked to Carly?
I like to do that. She's my fave.
That's cool.
And we remember a time. You remember when you thought, man, if I made $50,000 a year, that's pretty respectable. That'd be great,
Yeah.
right? It was back in the day. And then you finally get to 50 and you're like, oh, that's not nearly enough.
Right.
Then you get to 60 and you're like, 70. Dude, I had a job once, paid me really well, better than I had ever been paid. I paid $30,000 in taxes that year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. And I was like, just when you thought you made it, like you're making progress, no progress for you. No.
That's crazy. 30,000.
Yeah, dude. Stupid. I was so upset. I could have employed another full-time person
Right.
for 30,
Oh, yeah, for
30
sure.
grand. It's like, it was crazy. So it's like, the more progress you make, it's like pretty soon, if you don't make $200,000 a year, you're not going to be able to pay your bills.
Right. At all.
Right. It's going to be like, oh, you only make 200? Frustrating. The inauguration's happening tomorrow or today because we're going to release this tomorrow, a special edition of GOAD.
Yes, it's definitely coming out mañana.
Mañana.
Which will be today if you're listening it tomorrow.
Or will it be tomorrow if you're listening to it
If
today?
they're listening to it tomorrow, it would
Listening-
be today.
Listening to it?
Listening into it.
You got to listen into it. You guys are going to... After you... Right about now in this episode, you're thinking, man, these guys should just do political radio all the time. They're so angry.
No.
Anger sells. Dude, there's a guy on AM radio. His name's Mark Levin. I don't know. Do you ever listen to Mark Levin or see him on Fox or whatever?
Yeah, I know who he is. Stacy likes listening to him
Dude,
on
he
his
talks so
podcast.
high pitch and he yells at just about everything.
Yeah.
And he's in it. I'm like, oh, I can't take it, bro. I can't
Yeah.
take it. Just can't take it.
That's not us.
Like, what are you yelling at?
We definitely have a week that we'd like to talk about politics or just community or, just our homeland,
Yeah.
what's going on in the world. So, yeah, we're
One-
not
one
people
week a
who...
month.
Yeah, 1 week a month, and we're not people who do this all the time. We have other things that we like to talk about, like Jesus, faith. We like to talk about weird stuff. If
Dude,
you've heard it before.
contrails are going to, conspiracies, those things are coming up pretty soon.
Conspiracies, stories, folklore, all kinds of stuff. We like talking about weird stuff.
Dude, we got episodes coming up about the history of vampires.
Yes, we're going to talk about vampires. I mean, think of it. Vampires, and then we're going to talk about werewolves, and then we're going to talk about
Dude, there's-
zombies. I mean, come on.
There's legit no other two Christian guys doing podcasts right now that talk about
Zombies.
zombies and werewolves and vampires and cults and then throw in a week of politics.
Yeah.
Just slip it in there.
And a week of, a little bit of Jesus.
A little bit of Jesus. We do a Bible study every month. It's one of those things. We want you to be a well-rounded, GOAD supporting cast there. That's we want you to get a little bit of flavor from all directions. A little bit of what are these idiots going to talk about today? They know legit nothing about the Civil War, clearly. Talking about colors. Colors.
Dude, that's like...
You are so young.
The
You don't know what we're
80s,
talking
dude.
about. You don't know
Who,
what we're talking
them?
Yeah, they don't know what we're talking about.
I mean, if anybody's even watching.
They're not watching, but they're going to be listening to this
They'll
podcast
watch.
pretty soon.
Yeah,
They're gonna
they'll
be like,
watch, though. They'll watch. Come on. We've been getting all kinds of engagements.
Dude, we got up to 1,000 engagements. No. Well, we got pretty high, though. We got 400 engagements or something. One
time.
That was pretty good. Our subscriptions are low, but that's because we took a little bit of break.
Yeah.
So now it's about to get back into it. This is starting. So what dropped today? Word Became Flesh dropped today.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, this special edition of GOAT is dropping, talking about the inauguration. And look, there's an important detail here, I guess, in this special edition, and that is to say that your vote, your courage to stand up for free speech and have hard discussions in a loving respectful way is important. And you can't allow people to shut you down either through fear or through intimidation. If you're caught up in stuff right now that if it came out, you would be humiliated and it would destroy your life, you need to stop doing that. Because that's going to cripple you. If you can be blackmailed for anything, then your effectiveness in the world is going to be garbage. You need to get your life straightened up, because believe me, men, I know the manly struggles, the struggles that men have with their anger, with their greed, with their feelings of not being good enough, with whatever stuff you're looking at on the internet. I promise you, you get on a high horse and start talking about standing up for your family and being righteous. As soon as you make a big enough wave, there's going to be some stuff that comes out about you if you're doing shady things online.
Oh, yeah.
And if they have that on you now, stop it. Right? You want to be able to say, hey, I got nothing. You got nothing against me.
Above reproach.
Above reproach. Because otherwise, you're just going to hide in your corner with your thumb up your butt, drinking your sorrows away because you're ineffective in this life. Don't be ineffective in this life.
Right.
It means something to stand up for righteousness and what is right. It means to stand up for... It means to stand up for the portion of our community that is getting shot and getting killed or beaten up by cops. It's good to stand up for the rights of the people who are being abused and bullied by people with more power than them. Right? It's righteous to stand up for that stuff. We're not. Who's that kid that died from the cops? I forget his name. I mean, there's like
there's a lot of them, but which one?
But the last one were just were the riots, the BLM, and everybody started throwing things and doing all that stuff. And it was rightfully so. The one with the guy put his knee on the guy's neck.
Oh, George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd. Sorry, I forgot his name.
He wasn't a kid.
Sorry, I forgot his name. But in either way,
yeah.
In my view, the cop clearly killed the guy with his knee on his neck. That's not fair, right? That's not good. But if we make an enemy out of anybody that doesn't look like George Floyd, right? If we make an enemy out of Mexicans, we make an enemy out of whites, we make an enemy out of ourselves. That's it. It's over. And that's what liberals want. They want blacks versus whites and whites versus Mexicans and everybody versus each other, because while we're here fighting, they're over there taking all of our rights away.
And our money.
And our money.
Yeah.
Our money and our rights. By the time we cool off and we look at each other and realize we're not the ones with the problem, our rights and our money are gone.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there going, we did it.
You see, in the beginning of the month, we had that episode, The Need for Community.
Yeah, community.
And then the very next day, what happens? It was chaos. They stormed the Capitol.
They stormed the Capitol.
By the way, Trump didn't tell them to do it. Though they're trying to make him. Well, they impeached him for it.
But what difference does it make if he said to do it? If they did it on their own, all of a sudden, if you riot, or all of a sudden, if you break a window, they're calling you insurgents.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Insurgents. They're using volatile words to dress people in a way that doesn't describe who they are. They're not insurgents. They're angry people. Just like BLM was angry people during the summertime. Just like people are being angry because they're being victimized now.
Right.
Right? So why is it different when these guys storm the Capitol than when other groups burn down, offices and burn down stores and burn down houses?
Yeah.
We can beat the crap out of cops on streets, beat the crap out of each other on the streets, and nobody says anything about it. But a handful of guys storm the Capitol, and all of a sudden they're insurgents?
Yeah.
What?
And then it was definitely Antifa.
There's definitely
there's,
something.
There were pictures of a guy that this lady saw, the same guy in the riots.
Yeah.
The same guy paid by Soros, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, just think of it. Like you're saying, tomorrow when the inauguration happens, America's not going to be the same anymore. Everything that Jake just said, I agree with you, with everything 100% you said. But then it's like, while they're taking our rights away and taking more and more money away from us, it's like, how are we supposed to live? And not only that, how are we supposed to live as believers instead of a party? How are we supposed to live as a true follower of Jesus while all this stuff is happening? Remember, Jesus said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what is God's, and that's how we're supposed to be.
Yep.
Not complainers like these past 4 year people have been doing. We're supposed to move forward and vote again, try to make our voice heard even louder next time, and just be like Jesus to people. I mean, I know people are sad. I know people are angry. I know people are stolen. I mean, there's all kinds of feelings out there. But listen, if you're a believer in Jesus, what would Jesus do?
That's the best point right there, because it's like the liberals and people who are hungry for power will keep us under their thumbs by keeping us in poverty and keeping us silent.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's not just faith in God, but you have to trust God.
Yeah.
We don't seek out vengeance on our own. We don't seek out these things on our own. We trust that God will everybody will get what they deserve.
Yeah. I mean, just think of it. Paul and even Peter says that we should respect government.
Yeah, and I mean,
or submit to the government, I should say.
The most impressive part about that Romans 13 passage when he says obey the government is at that time Nero was in office, burning Christians to light his garden and feeding Christians in the Colosseum to wild animals.
Yeah, and Paul says, hey.
He burned...
Obey the government.
Yeah.
Submit to the government.
Submit to the government. Nero the government. So, I get it. And there's somewhat like outrage. There's kind of some elevated tension with our government. Contextually, Nero worked for himself. People worked for Nero in that situation.
Right.
The government in America works for us.
Exactly.
So it is a little different.
It's very different.
Right? It's a little different where we go, hey, yes, we want to obey our government, but at the same time, our government here in America works for us.
Yes, that's the reason why the Constitution was made.
That's exactly it. Here, how do we empower the people? Inalienable rights.
Mm-hmm.
The right to freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, the right to assemble.
Mm-hmm.
All these things are in. You have the right to life and the pursuit of happiness. Life, liberty.
You have the right.
Life.
To vote.
Liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
That's
the American dream, man.
That's freedom. Say what you want, where you want, how you want, to whomever you want. And if your feelings are hurt, too freaking bad.
Yeah, don't go crying to the government about it.
My feelings are hurt.
My feelings are hurt.
He wounded my delicate soul. It doesn't matter. Look, it doesn't matter. I get to say whatever I want. And if you don't like it, you don't have to listen.
Yeah, a lot of people say mean things to me and I don't care.
For sure. For sure.
Stop being so sensitive.
So sensitive. Little babies. Little babies. Really. Stop being little babies.
I'm still teaching my kids learn how to take stuff.
It's hard, dude, because my kid's delicate.
Yeah.
For 18, I love you, babe, but for 18 years old, she's got thin skin. She's never had any adversity. Like, you grew up in adversity. I grew up in adversity.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Adversity was our middle name.
Yeah, neither did my daughter, but she still has them. Yeah, she's a little crazy. Well, you know what? She did grow up a little. Her first
adverse.
Yeah. Especially with her mom and I.
Early on.
Yeah.
Adversity is good, man. Thick skin. You can take a punch. You can take an insult. It's good.
It's very good, but then now these kids nowadays can't take it.
They're so soft, man.
Yeah, it's so sad.
They're so
But
weak.
I mean, come on, people. Just because Joe Biden is not who you wanted to vote for, you still have to be Jesus to people, because you know he's not, and you still have to respect the office. As much as I personally, in my heart, I don't want to, because I don't like it, but I respect it more now, and I have to respect it. But then, like we said earlier, it's that respect from the time that I started liking politics to now, it's gone down a lot. I mean, I still have hope, but at the same time, if they change America like they want to, yeah, the Lord is my king.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting 2 years because they have control of everything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to see how it turns out. I mean, maybe we're just, overthinking it or whatever, but it seems very clear that it's going in a direction that's not that I don't like.
Yeah.
To bring people back into some form of slavery.
Yeah, and that's what it is, and that's what Confederates do.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And that's why when they surrendered, we shouldn't have even accepted it.
Let's wipe them all out.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was fighting for the... Nah, too bad, bro.
Peace.
Should have put on the right jacket.
Yeah.
You want to stand up for a queen? You want to stand up for a king that lives thousands of miles away over an ocean that's taxing you to death without representation? Nah. That's who you're fighting for? You don't deserve it. You dead.
Oh, man.
I'd smoke all those fools. All those people who are like, I want my slaves.
So are you going to watch it?
The inauguration? Nah, I'm not watching. I don't care.
Yeah. Not me either.
No.
I guess the only thing that I would probably watch is how the if there's going to be a riot.
Nah, there's not going to be a riot.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Probably won't be as much people in it.
I can't
either.
believe there's not going to be a riot. As much as the liberals hope that there's a riot, there is not going to be a riot.
Yeah.
They got it out of their system. They fought. They said what they needed to say. They know they can't change it. All the conservatives are going home and licking their wounds, and all the, all the liberals are basking in glory. However they got it, doesn't matter.
Golf, going golfing.
Oh, I'm going golfing Sunday.
I'd have never golfed in
I
my
got
life.
some
Maybe
new-
miniature golfing.
Miniature golfing. No, man, you haven't. It's fun, but gosh, man, it is.
Boring.
No, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Challenging.
Yes. Challenging is a word for it. It's like a whole body move, dude. It's like your whole body's got to move in nice, even in a specific way to get that ball to leave this spot
Well, how do you do that again?
and go to that spot.
How do you do that again?
This. So I'm going on Sunday. I might even smoke a cigar when I'm out there. I've been wanting a cigar for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't smoke them in my truck because it smells up my truck for a week.
I don't like cigars.
I like them. I do, and I shall smoke a good cigar on Sunday.
I used to inhale them back in the day.
That's why you don't like them.
Yeah.
That's why you don't like
Yeah, I
them.
know.
You can't inhale those bad boys. Those are, no.
Yeah, dude. But, I mean, come on. Just live in peace
Love is the
main.
word.
Yeah.
Love people like you love yourself. And,
Exactly.
then you realize it just doesn't matter. Go outside on a clear night, look up, and you realize you're just nothing. You're nothing but a speck on a speck.
A speck on a speck. Remember that?
Yeah. And then,
Speck on a speck.
and no matter what your color, whatever the color of your skin, no matter where you come from, no matter what it is, we're all just specks on specks.
We all bleed the same.
Yep, we're all made in the same image, made in the image of God, and you gotta love one another, man. Love your enemies, and that'll make the world better. You want to make the world better? Then esteem other people higher than yourself,
Then love China. Love
and learn Mandarin.
Russia.
And learn Mandarin because you're gonna be working for the Chinese pretty soon. So, I'm just saying.
I know.
Just saying. I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's
the reason why America's not in Bible prophecy. It's probably a part of China by then.
It's part of China now because Biden's going to sell this thing whole hog to the Chinese.
Man, and he's going to pocket so much.
Him and Hunter. What up, Hunter Biden? You got away with it, bro. Good for you. You and Hillary Clinton and Bill and all those other perverts that flew over on Epstein's plane.
Yeah.
You know, doing perverted stuff. You guys are getting away with it for now, but
when you meet the Lord, when you see him face to face, you're going to have to answer to him.
Yeah.
Not me.
And we don't take solace in that, by the way. I don't want Nancy Pelosi going to hell.
Right.
It's a terrifying thing to fall into the hands of the living God. So I would very much wish that they would just repent. Right. Booyah. Booyah. Just repent and give your life to the Lord. And then learn to love, because that's the standard. Love.
It won't happen though. We all know what's going to happen in the end.
Love American style.
It's going to be a lot of bad stuff that's going to happen for 7 years.
Yeah, I try not to think of it, man.
Yeah. I mean, I won't be here, but whoever's here.
I don't know what I'm going to... Oh, I'm a post-trib guy, so I'm going to be here.
Yeah. Oh, you are?
Yeah. So
okay.
I don't know if he's going to judge it based on where you stand eschatologically, but it's, I'm going to be here for a minute.
Wow.
I prepare. I actually.
All right, then. Well, then I'll see you on earth from heaven.
I actually hope my pre-trib brothers are right, and I'm not here. But I'm going to prepare my body as if I'm going to be here. That way, I won't be disappointed. Now, look, I might get raptured, right, pre-trib, but I'll be jacked on the way up. Not like some of my Christian brothers who don't think they'll be here.
Well, hopefully, you're gonna survive through God's full wrath, which. I believe that I don't have to.
I think the full wrath comes later.
The 3.5 years.
Pestilence isn't wrath. That's just pestilence.
We're going through pestilence right now with the
it's a pestilence.
Yeah,
it's pestilence. You're gonna have pestilence and diseases, and you're gonna have wars, and that's not the wrath of God. That's just God. That's God being very mad. That's not his wrath.
Yeah.
Wrath is eternal punishment poured out over time. So anyway, that's my eschatology. That's my world. I am pre-millennial. I'm post-trib, so we're halfway on the same team.
No, we're still on the same team.
We're on the same team.
Those aren't doctrinal stances, so it doesn't.
No, not for us.
Not
for us. I got some Calvary Chapel people out there listening to this, going, "What? I knew it." I knew he was post-trib. I knew there was a reason I didn't want him teaching my children. you know how hard
I just go through the Bible, bro.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Just because I have my own little ideas or whatever doesn't mean that I'm going to teach that to your children. I'm going to teach what the Bible says to your children.
Dude, I told somebody at the school of ministry once that I was post-trib, and you would think that I shot their dog. You what? Yeah, I just don't think Chuck was right. I think we're going to be here. Seems clear to me by reading. I've tried to be pre-trib. I've tried. Because it's like you hang out with everybody who's pre-trib, and you're like, well, I don't want to get into that. So it's like, oh, I want to try. And then I go, then I said, I did this. So then I said,
you sound confusing.
No, at some point,
your own head.
At some point I said, whatever John MacArthur is, that's what I'm going to be. And then he's pre-trib, and I was like, I can't. Dang it.
Most of those guys are.
Dispensationalism just doesn't make sense to me. But, I mean, I understand it. I mean, I get it. I by no means... that's a different episode. But in case you stumbled across this and heard that I was post-trib, I don't mean that the church has somehow taken Israel's place. Or replaced them, if you will.
No, that's replacement theology.
I just believe that we're going to be here for the tribulation is all.
Oh, yeah, that's different than
so bring it.
Replacement theology.
Dude, you know what?
Replacement theology is like the Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Where they say 144,000 people are going to heaven. Only 144,000.
Only 144
so
grand.
Obviously,
that's heaven.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then who's going to make it? Like, how many have died before you?
Dude, come on, man. Your whole heaven is the population of Garden Grove.
It's almost like this. Look. You're in, right?
Yeah.
but then somebody just died and is a better Jehovah's Witness than you.
Oh, and you're out.
But then you're out.
Quit it. That sucks.
And then, since they don't believe a literal hell, then you're just asleep for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, because they don't believe in eternal punishment.
Right. They don't believe in literal hell.
No, they're annihilationists.
Yes.
Which I think is perfect, right? Because we have like this benefit of saying, hey, God's judgment will be forever. You will get you'll get, there's punishment to be had, right? You got to be forgiven for your sins, do all that, right? So we have the gospel. And then the Jehovah's Witnesses come over to the house and they go, yeah, man, you really need to seek and come over to the church and be involved. And
you need to read the Watchtower. You need to read the Awake.
And I go, why? I said, is there any chance in hell, no pun intended, that I'm going to be 100 in the 144,000? No. Right. And if I die in my sins, I really just don't exist anymore?
Right.
And they're like, yes. I'm like, pass the weed. I'm good, dude. What? No risk, no reward.
It's like, what? Why?
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
excuse me.
yeah, excuse me. Anyway, we got off on a tangent. Hey.
We did. I don't know how, but yeah.
When you vote next time, vote for GOAD. GOAD. Josh and I are going to change the world.
Yeah.
But we need your help.
You know how you could put your own name on there? Just put GOAD.
Yep. I promise you, if you put us in some places of authority, we will disappoint you badly.
Heavily.
But we'll be able to say we did our best, and we'll get our participation trophy, and we'll be able to put it on a resume, and that's cool.
Yeah. So like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Please, I'm begging you. Don't make me get on my hands and my knees. I have a bad back, and this weather's not very good for my back.
You've wanted to pat Josh on his butt for a while. I know you've wanted to. The way you could do that is by subscribing to the podcast, and that's kind of like a digital pat on the butt.
Oh my gosh!
All right, man. This has been fun. Next week it's going to be a lot lighter.
Yeah, very lighter, and we're gonna go we're gonna do our new format.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was
I like the format.
Yeah, it's a special episode. So yeah, we love you guys.
Yep.
Come out to celebrate recovery. If you're watching, January 29th, opening day. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Small groups end at 9, and then fellowship, if you want, until 10.
Sweet. All right, guys. See ya.
Peace.